everyone, welcome to this channel. If this is your first time watching, you are welcome. Kindly subscribe and click the bell icon. This will allow you to be notified whenever I drop a new video. Also, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about the story. Stay tuned and enjoy. A struggling musician who finds inspiration in a young woman he met at an open music night. But their budding romance is threatened by his fear of commitment and her own ambitions. Alright, in the vibrant city of Lagos, where the heartbeat of Nigerian's music scenes thrummed in every corner, lived Ade, a young man of 23 years. With dreams as big as the sky, he poured his soul into his music chasing melodies and lyrics through the bustling streets and crowded clubs. On a humid evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon and the city lights began to flicker to life, Ade found himself at an open mic night. The air crackled with anticipation as performers took to the stage, each one hoping to capture the audience's attention with their talents. But it was one performer in particular who stole Ade's breath away. Amara, a vision of grace and beauty, stepped into the spotlight with a guitar slung over her shoulder and a fire in her eyes. As she strummed the strings and sang with a voice that seemed to reach into the depth of his soul, Ade felt a spark ignite within him. And music resonated with him in a way he had never experienced before. Stirring emotion he had long buried beneath the surface. With each note, he felt himself drawn closer to her, captivated by the raw passion and emotion she poured into her performance. As the last chord faded into the night, Ade knew that his chance encounter would change everything. In Amara's music, he had found not only aspiration, but a connection that transcended words. And as he watched her despair into the crowd, he made a silent vow to himself. He would find a way to make her his muse, no matter the cost. In the days following the open mic nights, Ade found himself consumed by thought of Amara and a memorizing performance. Determined to learn more about her, he scoured the city of any information he could find, asking fellow musicians and venue staff if they had heard of her. Despite his efforts, Amara remained elusive, a tantalizing mystery that seemed just out of reach. Undeterred, Ade poured his energy into music, channeling the emotions stirred by Amara's performance into his own compositions. Each note he played carried the echo of her voice, a constant reminder of the connection he felt that fateful night. One evening, as Ade performed at a local bar, fate intervened in the form of a familiar face in the crowd. Amara stood at the back of the room, her eyes fixed on him with a mixture of curiosity and recognition. Heart pounding, Ade poured his soul into his performance, determined to capture her attraction and attention once again. After each set, Ade approached Amara, his nerves tingling with anticipation. To his surprise and delight, she greeted him with a warm smile, expressing her admiration of his music. As they talked, Ade learned that Amara was also a struggling artist, navigating the challenges of the music industry with determination and passion. Their conversation flowed effortlessly, each moment deepening the connection between them. Before parting ways, Ade mustered the courage to ask Amara if she would accompany him to another open mic night the following week. To his delight, she agreed, and as she exchanged contact information, Ade felt a spark of hope ignite within him. As Ade walked home that night, his heart soared with the promise of what the future might hold. In Amara, he had found nothing only a muse, but a kindred spirit, someone who shared his passion for music and understood the depth of his emotions. And as he drifted off to sleep, he knew that this was only the beginning of their journey together. As the days passed, Ade and Amara's bond deepened with each passing moment. They found solace in each other's company, sharing their dreams, fears, and aspirations late into the night. Together, they navigated the complexities of the music industry, offering support and encouragement in times of doubt. However, amidst their bonding romance, Ade's fear of commitment began to rear its head, haunted by past experiences and the uncertainty of the future. He found himself pulling away from Amara, afraid to let himself fully open up to her. Amara sensed Ade's growing distance and couldn't help but feel a pang of sadness. She had allowed herself to become vulnerable with him, sharing pieces of herself that she had never revealed to anyone else. Now, faced with his sudden withdrawal, she couldn't help but question whether their connection was as strong as she had believed. Despite his inner turmoil, Ade couldn't bear to lose Amara. He knew that she was unlike anyone he had ever met, and the thought of life without her filled him with a sense of emptiness. But his fear held him back, trapping him in a circle of uncertainty and indecision. As tension simmered between them, suspense hung in the air, casting a shadow over their once vibrant relationship. Ade knew that he had to confront his fears and be honest with Amara if their love stood a chance of surviving. But the thought of risking their connection filled him with a sense of dread. And so, as the sun set on another day in Lagos, Ade grappled with his inner demons, torn between his love for Amara and his fear of commitment. Little did he know, the fate of their relationship hung in the balance, teetering on the edge of a precipice that threatened to swallow them whole. The strain in Ade and Amara's relationship became palpable as Ade's fear of commitment grew stronger. Despite his love for Amara, he found himself unable to overcome the walls he had built around his heart. As they turned into weeks, Amara's patience wore thin. She longed for the closeness they once shared, but Ade's reluctance to open up left her feeling frustrated and uncertain about their future together. Meanwhile, Ade grappled with his inner turmoil, torn between his desire to be with Amara and his fear of getting hurt. He knew that he needed to confront his fears and be honest with her, but the thought of risking their relationship filled him with dread. One evening, as they sat together in Ade's apartment, the tension between them reached a breaking point. Amara confronted Ade about his distance. Her voice tinged with hurt and frustration. Ade listening in silence, his heart heavy with guilt for causing her pain. In that moment, Ade knew that he couldn't continue to push Amara away. With a heavy sigh, he finally opened up about his fear of commitment, laying bare his insecurities and vulnerabilities. Amara listening with a mixture of empathy and sadness. Her heart aching for the pain Ade had carried alone for so long. She reached out and took his hand, offering him the reassurance and support he so desperately needed. Together, they vowed to confront their fears and walk through their issues as a team. As they held each other's close, a sense of relief washed over them, knowing that they were stronger together than ever could be apart. With their feelings laid bare and their hearts open to each other's, Ade and Amara embark on a journey of healing and growth. They confronted their fears head on, determined to overcome the obstacles that had threatening to tear them apart. Together, they explored the depth of their love, cherishing each moment they shared and building a foundation of trust and understanding. As they navigated the ups and downs of life, they found solace in each other's arm, knowing that no matter what challenges they faced, they would always have each other's unwavering support. As time passed, Ade's fear of commitment began to fade away, replaced by a newfound sense of security and certainty of his love for Amara. He realized that she was the missing piece of his life, the muse that had inspired him to reach for his dreams and become the best version of himself. Amara, too, found herself transformed by their love. With Ade by her side, she felt empowered to pursue her passion and chase her dreams with unwavering determination. Together, they embraced and became each other's greatest cheerleaders, celebrating each other's successes and comforting each other in time of need. And so, as the sun set on their journey, Ade and Amara stood hand in hand, ready to face whatever the future held together. Their love had weathered the storm of doubt and uncertainty, emerging stronger and more resilient than ever before. As they look ahead to the endless possibilities that lay before them, they knew that their love was a force to be reckoned with, a beacon of hope and inspiration of all who dare to dream. And as they embraced each other, their hearts overflowing with love and gratitude, they knew that their love story was only just beginning. Well, guys, thank you so much for taking your time to watch and listening to the story. Don't forget to drop your comments in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts about the story. And also, don't forget to subscribe. Just click the bell icon. This will allow you to be notified whenever I drop a new story. Also, don't forget to share the story and also like as well. Thank you once again. Bye.